Alrighty, we are back. Well, I'm back. um, should have had a measuring tape with me, but I didn't, so I'm sorry. Um, you just want a really nice size square, so when you fold it over, you have a nice size bag. So that's really up to you and your eyes how big you want your bag to be. But for the bulky yarn, I just did 6 rows. I thought that was a nice size. So you're going to take one of your squares and you are going to fold it like pizza pocket. Like that. Okay, and now you are going to do the same thing to another one. Oh, sew your little ends in the middle in. Oops, let me move my needle. Get my scissors out the way. Alrighty. Going to fold that over. So there. Alright, now I left off, and every time I left off, I let a long tail. Sorry, I'm trying to get into this needle. It's hard. Hopefully that stays. That's really hard to get in there. Alright, so now you're going to try to be very careful when you do this. You're going to take one of your sides and match it to your other side. Let me fix the camera here real quick. Alright. Then you're going to go in and find your next 2 stitches, which would be right here and right here, and you're just going to go in like that. I think this is called the mattress stitch. You can stitch it however you like. I just do it like this. Like kind of like up and down like that. And then see, when you do it that way, you get like a nice flat edge. So yeah, I'll have a thing to the mattress stitching for you. Oi! Do you not want to go through? There we go. This kind of makes me feel like it's kind of makes me feel like this kind of feels like the yarn bee. I think it's Arabella. I want to call it Arabella. It kind of has that feel to it. It's very nice and soft, but it is really heavy. Like when you make up your material, oh my goodness, because I was going to make a cowl out of it, and I started working on the cowl, and I was like, oh boy, this is heavy. My needle's not even like the sharp needle. Yeah, it's like having a hard time going through. Didn't want to go on my needle very well. So, yeah, I'm pulling up one loop and one loop. You don't have to do that. I did go through both before, and it still gives you a nice flat look. So it's all what you grab. But you definitely want to just go back and forth like this. Just gives a nicer look. I'm having a hard time getting this through. Kind of looks like a fortune cookie now. Alright, now when you're at the corner, you want to make sure your corners, I put a finger through each because you want to make sure your corners line up. Really? You just like giving me a hard time today. Alrighty, now we're at the corner. So you see how I'm holding that? Keeping my two corner pieces together. Now, I'm just going to do this little corner, and then I'm going to weave this end in, and I'm going to start doing the top side, connecting it to this. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there. Now, see if I have a hard time with this one. That side actually went through good. Alright, so you're going to be doing the same thing you did to the other side. Making sure you have those two corners together. And then going back and forth until you are down at your last spot. So I'll meet you back when I'm down here. See you in a hoop. Alrighty, now I got this. Oops. All put together. So now we are going to come down here and put our, let me get this all out the way, last piece of the puzzle together. So now you can see the bag is forming. Okay, so let's see. Get the yarn attached. I should have done this already, huh? To your needle. Well, that one went in good too. Guess it was like the first one was like, no, I don't want to be sewed. Alrighty. So I'm going to hold, again, the corners and the corners together. And then I'm going to stitch it up the same way. So let me show you now that I have it semi-attached. So all depending on where your yarn is going, my last strand came out on the other side, so I'm putting the back pieces together, and then I'll fold this over, and then I'll do, oops, fold it over this, yeah, and then we'll do the front pieces together, like that. So right now I'm just working it this way, and then you fold it over, and I'll put this piece together. But if it's easier for you, you can line all your pieces together, pin it, and then that way you'll know to fold to you know where to sew. So you can start by sewing those pieces and like that, and then it will look like that. I'm going to finish sewing this side, and then I'll get back to you when I'm going to start this side, and then we're going to start doing the straps. Alrighty, so I'm back. I just want to, you can see where you have to line everything up. Your 3 double crochets will line up with your 3 double crochets on the other side. So that's what you want to make sure. You want to make sure it's all evenly lined up. So that way when you're doing your stitches and you're you know, if you're off, you're like, oh, then undo it so you can be back on. But yeah, just want to make sure all of your little things are all lined up. And then your corners too. The corners, like I just hold my fingers together through the corner holes, and then that's how I do that. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see right here the corner, so you want to just get that attached good. Oops. All right. Now that I did that part, let me get this on over here. We gonna start sewing this part together. So let me first tie this in really good. Now I can use this to do this side. So again, your corners line up. Let me get everything lined up nicely. Alright, now I'm gonna go into here. Leave that so I can sew that in then. Oops. And then you can just start seeing, here's your little chain space and then your double crochets. You start seeing where everything lines up. I love this bag. It really doesn't take that long to make at all. And you can make them so many different colors to go with so many different outfits. And on top of it, they can go for like any type of year, kind of weather, you know, season, I should say. Any type of year. But no, I mean like any season really. Summer. I'm making this for the fall. I have a black one, but somebody liked it and I gave it to them. So now, that's why I'm making this one. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to put it in a tutorial. So when I sew this one in, I'm going to sew it into there. Don't worry about this part. We're going to be going back in and doing a nice little edging because I like my things to look tidy. But here is the bag so far. And then we're going to be doing the straps. And if you want, I mean, I'm going to line mine, but you can line it and everything else. So, but there it is, all sewn up. I love how this looks. Everything lines up so nicely. This looks so pretty. And it's simple. It's just a simple, mindless little bag to make. And you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, whatever you want. It's just something fun and quick. And goes with any outfit, really. Alrighty, so I'm going to sew my ends in. And then I will see you back. And we'll do a nice little border around it. Or edging, whatever. To make it nice. And then we will do our straps. Alrighty, see you then.